It's 7:55, headed out to the El Dorado Dry Lake Bed, which is right next to Boulder City. Got a call with a rolled Ram truck. I don't know if we need an X-lock for the belay, but maybe so. You know, a lot of times when we get a vehicle rolled back over, it actually rolls over kind of smoothly without it crashing down, because we can use the terrain and a couple of winches to guide it. But this one on a dry lake bed is very flat ground, and when it comes over, it can crash down. And if that happens, a truck that may be repairable with a lot of body work may just be totaled. So we'll see. Had to make a little detour. I picked up the key from the owner, and also got our liability waiver signed off on, hold harmless agreement signed off on. Poor person is on the way to the hospital with an injury, so I didn't want to hold them up as little as possible. Coming up on Railroad Pass, the 4th oldest gaming licensee in Nevada. First one to arrive, so I'm gonna try and find the truck and drop a pin for the rest of the crew. What do you think, Tim?
I think it's upside down. You can't park here.
I mean, you can if you try hard. Yeah.
Oh, this is a heck of a rut, huh?
Yeah.
That's deep. Wow. They said there's a kayak in here somewhere.
Yeah, well, there's a path.
So hey, you guys sound off. Who do we got?
What do you guys go in at?
Rob Wiley,
Go
Mo Wiley.
Dave Sobel.
Hey, how you doing?
Go on the radio and tell Will to come in where at the coordinates.
Never mind, I thought it was
Arro's okay.
So that's probably, I think that's the other trail.
These ruts in the dry lake bed are a mystery to me, and I want to go back out there and try and figure it out. I've never seen ruts or ditches this big in the dry lake bed, this one or the Jean dry lake bed. The worst I've ever seen is when somebody goes out in the mud and puts some deep ruts in the dry lake bed, but these don't look like ruts. I don't know if it's, I think it might be the runoff from nearby construction sites. But so these I'd call them ditches, are a foot or more deep. And people get flying across these dry lake beds because they're generally always flat, and this is a real danger risk here. This photo here to me really highlights, you know, the fun and camaraderie we have when we do these off-road recoveries. Nearly everybody in that picture there has more experience than I do, and you know, they're all willing to jump in and jump on top, and you know, I was the lead on this, but quite frankly, any one of those guys could have been the lead. And you know, there's a lot of expertise that we share, and it's a lot of fun. And when I was looking at this picture, it just kind of highlighted. I didn't have a video of us rigging it up, but I had this photo, and it just kind of brought me back the memory of how much fun it is to work with these guys.
Slow the roll of the vehicle so it doesn't flop down on the ground hard.
Okay.
They're gonna put an anchor on the back of the truck just in case.
So, this is how we have it set up, right? There's an anchor to the back of the belay, which is hooked around the B pillar at this time. We were contemplating we were contemplating putting the belay, wrapping it up and over to the frame, but we have to worry about our sharp edge here, so it's better to be on the B. On this side, we have 2 winches hooked up, soft shackles, and looks like 10-foot tree savers that go around each of the frames. Okay. And 2 Jeeps. Notice our winch lines have dampers on them. And we are actually re-rigging the belay so that when the truck topples over, the snatch block here that you see doesn't conflict with the roof and land on the roof as we bring it back down. So that way it gives us clearance to roll and not worry about, I mean, of course it's already damaged, but for the sake of being who we are. We've got quite the show out tonight, and an awesome moon. That is an awesome moon. Crossing over. Let me show you guys how to go ahead and tie one off here. So the main line goes through around each of the hooks.
Yeah, if we had something really heavy, we use 2X locks, but we're not going to use 2X locks.
Okay. The next one goes through the loop. So this is our working end of the line.
Right. Don't we have one side out? One side out coming up. No, you're right. No, it comes up through the middle. No, you're right. You got it. We got it exactly how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Except for now, I'm not standing on.
So what this does is it gives us enough friction to be able to control it by hand when we're lowering down the vehicle once it's past its tipping point.
I didn't try it. I'm ready. You guys are ready. You guys all ready?
Okay, let's go ahead and step back, guys, please.
Everything looks good, right? Okay, winches ready?
Stand by.
Okay, we are tight. Ropes are hot. Okay, you want to notice here, Tim is hardly having to put any kind of weight on that belay line.
10-second pull. Stop. Stop.
So now at this point, Tim is controlling the tip point of the truck. Winch lines are loose, or should I say slack. So that one guy right there is holding up that entire truck by that configuration that we rigged up.
Winches all stop. Everything's on the belay.
Okay. Dropping down. It's pretty amazing.
everybody.
Great
Very
job,
well
guys.
done.
Great job. Okay, let's go and take a look at the aftermath. How much weight would you say that was?
I would say probably less than 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
Holding.
That's awesome. Super cool. I did.
I have the GoPro on the hood right here.
Job was a success. Good job, everyone.
You got room in there?
Let's see if it starts. Go ahead.
That would have hurt. That's cool. I think I got enough. I just have to have people guide me up.
Yeah, I got you.
You got to do it redneck style.
Hey!
Ram it. I think that was a problem. I had too much ram, not enough dodge.
You're good.
Okay.
I spotted locked up.
You're ready to put the parking brake. Alright. Yeah.
He was chesting the brakes.
No brakes.
All the fluids went out of the master.
We got no brakes, Chris.
I got the parking brake. I can work with that.
You know what? If he inches it up slowly, because we're at an incline.
Pump the brake pedal out. No,
There's nothing.
it'll come back. That other.
It shouldn't have lost it out of.
Yeah, because it's upside down, all the fluid ran the opposite way out of the master. There, you can see it all right there. Do a little bit of pedal now.
I'm not even hearing any grunt.
A little bit. I'll still work with the parking brake. Yeah.
Is he pretty centered?
All right.
Yeah, he's looking pretty centered.
Just straight. Gentle on the gas. I coach us this all the time.
It's a hell of a trailer, man.
Thank you. Yeah, this is our crawler hauler.
Oh, it's gonna haul anything, man. Gee whiz. Boy, it dented the hell out of that roof, didn't it? She came down hard.
I hope she's okay.
Well, she was limping, but she's okay. I met her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, driver. Driver. Passenger, straighten out.
There you go.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep going.
A little bit further. Right there.
Man, that's a great trailer. You'll notice there's a lot of people that showed up on this recovery, and the reason for that is because we knew that it was a technical recovery with a rollover, and we also knew we wanted to use the belay to lower the truck down. Now in this case, this truck's totaled, but if it was, in some circumstances, I'd call it a soft rollover. You can lower the vehicle in a way that keeps the vehicle safe, and we did that in this case. But in this case, the truck's I don't think there's any way you can save it. This dry lake bed is close to Las Vegas. It's easily accessible by it's really close to the highway, and so a lot of guys wanted to come out and with experience with rollovers, show others how to handle a rollover, but also we're highlighting the belay technique again. The first time we used it was on the container recovery that you can, it's a previous video we put together, me and Tim did. So that's kind of why we ended up with so many guys that showed up, kind of a teaching moment among the group. And quite frankly, some guys showed up that knew how to do everything, but they just we like to do recoveries together. So that's kind of why we ended up with so many guys showing up at this recovery.